It is currently Wednesday, March 4th at 11:12. So I basically have no time to do this. I mean, God, I forgot about it earlier, and then I had a soccer game, and then I didn't get home till like 10:40. So here we are. This one's not gonna be longer. I'm kind of in a rush, so got to do it. But I think I want to talk about waste. Humans are so wasteful. like, I mean, it's actually crazy how wasteful we are. We throw out like at least a bag of trash every day, like a whole bag of trash, and it's like all that stuff, all these wrappers that are plastic that won't decompose for another 1,000 years. These what, or whether it be just food that we didn't eat, or whether it be, I don't know, it's just anything that we don't use anymore. We kind of just throw it out and forget about it. And that this cycle that we do, we don't ever look into it. It hurts me so much to be like a wasteful person. Like, I'm always trying to give people the food I don't eat. I'm always trying to find a way to donate the things I don't like or don't use anymore, or things of the sort. But I think just as a society, like, we never think about the amount of waste that we are truly putting out in the world. And I think our way of living, it's become so accustomed to us that, like, we could never live without it. Like, what do you mean people can't go to what's it called, a baseball game, and eat all this food and then throw out all the wrappers afterwards? And it's like people wouldn't be able to survive without that kind of stuff. Or, I mean, just driving to this place, but they have this car that is like not, like, they're just like revving their engine in the parking lot for no reason. We're wasting the fuel. Like, waste is just something that we do and do and do. But I think waste in the sense of the way we do it with like food and stuff, that, like, food is one of our biggest pollutants because we just eat and we throw out. But I think the way that we do it is okay. We need a way to get rid of the waste afterwards. So I think that, our way of living is sustainable. It is able to do it, but I feel like we just need a way to finally decompose of the things that we have, or at least recycle them. Especially recently, there's been laws put into place. There's been a whole bunch of things put into place that, finally give light to these things that we do. It's just, our world, our society hasn't caught up with these ideas. Global warming, pollution, all these things are like newly cared about things. Like, I mean, back in 100 years ago, we were fighting war. And I mean, it's crazy how wasteful war is in itself. We go to war, and we make all these guns, all these cars, and then all these bullets, and then we just waste them, and they go all over the ground and do all this stuff. And we're also wasting human lives. All glory to the people who fought for their country. All, they deserve the highest respect. To be able to go out and do there is crazy. But wars are innocent men fighting for corrupt politicians, and it's so sad. And people like these people, they don't get cared about. Whenever a death rate rises above 100 or 1,000 or whatever, you become a number. You're not, like, we've trained ourselves to just not care. But these, like, we are just allowing these people to waste their lives over something that is so crazy. The idea that we can just go out there and kill people, like, just, let's go waste them. Well, like, these people have meaning to our lives. These people, no matter what they are, they have meaning to this earth. And we are just wasting ourselves We are wasting ourselves with war. We are wasting all of these other things and polluting our or not our country, our planet. We are wasting our time. We are wasting. We waste, waste, waste. Waste is such a huge problem on our earth, and it is such a huge problem with humans. I mean, it's kind of just inevitable at this point. But you know, the biggest part is the pollution part. I feel like that is one of the biggest things to us. You know, we have absolutely destroyed our country because of the amount of waste we produce. But it's like, why don't we just develop something to, have a recyclable, have a disposable, have a decomposable, any of these things, instead of just putting it in a landfill and just not caring about it. I mean, our phones that we have, we're running out of the materials that are inside of them, and we're going to end up having to dig through landfills to get the materials needed. I mean, it's crazy. Humans waste. Ugh. But this is a short one. I might give more light to it next week because, I'm on a time crunch. But thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I'm Mulu. Peace.